Good morning. Good Thursday morning to you. February 3rd. Moving right into the weekend. So, been talking about options the last few weeks, and I got something to add to that today. I was thinking about it last night. One of the things that I've done in the last probably year that's been super effective, and I think I've got a great analogy to portray it. So, in the past, I've always been good about researching my options. No matter what project I'm working on, what I'm doing, whether it's personal, professional, I believe in researching your options. I think it's a very good process. But in the past, when I'm researching my options, I physically lay them out, look at them, and I go, I pick which one's best, which one I feel like is best. And a lot of times we don't allow them to, I guess, marinate. And a lot of times I think if we look at our mind kind of like a computer, if we'll put the information in and then let it digest, let it work its process, it will, the best one actually will come to the surface. But a lot of times we don't allow it to come to the surface. We lay out all the options and we go, that's the one I want. That's what I'm doing. That's where I'm going. Excuse me. And what I've found is a lot of times we naturally outsmart ourselves. And as a kid, and here's my analogy, as a kid, my grandmother, she used to bake bread, and I'd be in there and she's making it, putting all the ingredients together and gets it in the pan and puts it in the oven, and it's got yeast in it, so it rises. Well, I learned real quick that you shouldn't open the oven as it's in its process, because a lot of times the bread just deflates, and I'm like, oh, I think I did that. So, but it's a lot of the same thing when we're researching our options, when we're putting stuff in our computer up here. A lot of times we get ahead of the game and want to look at it early and go, that's the one I want. And a lot of times we don't pick the best natural. A lot of times we don't let the best natural option surface. And when we don't let it surface, man, we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot a lot of times. So I've been doing that a lot, and I've been paying attention to it a lot lately. I research my options, then I give my mind a little time, a day or two to. A lot of times I'll do it ahead of time intentionally, so I've got a day or two to let my mind just digest that information. And a lot of times it's crazy. The right option will actually either start to take place or reveal itself, before I go, man, that's the one I want to do. So just an interesting thought. It's making life very interesting for me, and man, it seems like I'm choosing. I don't know if I'm even choosing, because it seems like it's choosing itself sometimes, but better options are it seems like I'm executing better options than I have in the past. So, man, you guys have a great Thursday. We're getting ready to roll into Phoenix tomorrow. Excited about that. Love that race. Love that stadium. It's very, very interesting stadium on how the grass, they bring the grass out of the stadium and can put it back in. It's a very neat place to go. So you guys have a great Thursday, and I will see you in the morning.